Success stories can be found everywhere. Everyone seems to have a money success story to share. From the friend who paid off her debt in a few short years to the couple who finally had enough saved for their dream home. It's tempting to assume that those who experience financial success must have used a secret formula when we hear these stories. After all, it can't be that simple to multiply A by B to get C, can it? It might be that simple. You can follow a straightforward formula to become financially successful. The best part is that it's not some well-kept secret that only a select few are aware of. Anyone can complete it. Applying this straightforward formula for success will put you on the road to financial independence. Your income plus cash flow should be greater than your expenses. It is that easy. You'll have cash in hand at the end of the month if your income is greater than your outgoings. You can use this extra cash to reduce your debt, put money away for retirement, or invest in a project that will increase your earnings. So, in today's video, we are going to know about 11-step final success formula. But before getting into it, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. So, let's get started. Number 1. Never stop working. Finding a way to make money that you can use to make more money is the first step to success. How can you accomplish this without any specialized knowledge or instruction? The solution is to look into these steps, determine what works for you, and figure out how to start earning more money. What do you like to do? Finding a job you enjoy doing is the one thing that will guarantee that you never stop working. Above all, you should always start by asking yourself, what do I enjoy doing? Then figure out how to profit from it by either starting your own business or working for someone who is already doing it. The next step is to determine what you are good at once you have that figured out. Sometimes, you discover that something you're good at isn't what you initially thought you wanted to do. In that case, you should start considering how to monetize your talents. To earn more money while doing what you love, you need to evaluate these abilities and characteristics to see if they can work for you. Before you figure out how to make money from your hobby, you may choose to focus on what you are good at as your primary source of income. How much is it worth? Finding out how much people are willing to pay for what you're offering is the next thing you need to do is research. Find out how much your rivals are charging to get a sense of what is a fair price. If you decide to seek employment, this will give you a negotiating advantage. Or, if you intend to open your own business, you'll know roughly how much to charge for your goods or services. In either case, having that knowledge is a good idea before you begin focusing on your financial success. What is the access method? Simply doing research won't do. You must move forward and start the process. With websites like Shopify, Etsy, and even Facebook, starting a business is now simpler than ever. Consider the logistics involved when beginning a business. What authorizations or licenses are required? What will it cost to start? What laws and regulations apply where you live? Before you begin, you should have answers to each of these crucial questions. This will make your company as legitimate as possible and prevent any government shutdowns brought on by a failure to follow the correct procedures. The application process is a little different when applying for jobs. Starting with an updated and professional resume is a good idea. Then you can start submitting applications for positions that interest you and going to any interviews that are offered. Look at the requirements and determine whether you meet them when applying for jobs. If not, is there any way you could pick up the necessary abilities? When you've put everything into perspective, you can begin applying. Number 2. Side hustle. It's time to start considering side jobs if you're serious about making more money than you spend. Without running the risk of affecting your primary source of income, this will help you increase your cash flow almost daily. Starting a blog, organizing events, or even making cards and gift baskets that you can resell for money are all examples of side hustles. Instead of purchasing the products from retail establishments, you can obtain them directly from suppliers, pay a fraction of the cost, and sell them for a higher profit. Before you know it, you'll have amassed an amazing network of contacts you can always turn to for partnerships when you decide to grow your company. Additionally, you always have the choice to rely on your side business to get you through difficult times until you find another job if things don't work out in your 9 to 5. Number 3. Save money. Given that you have a plan and are knowledgeable about what you're doing, financial success is not a pipe dream and is very attainable. You'll need to save as much money as you can for as long as you can as part of the complicated formula for achieving financial success. You don't have to be extravagant with your plan and save every month your entire paycheck, but you must open a savings account. You'll need a well thought out plan to facilitate your savings once the account is up and running, which you'll need to adhere to religiously. This could be as simple as setting up a monthly or weekly transfer of a certain amount from your checking account to your savings account. Starting small and gradually raising the ratio as your income rises is an option. You'll be shocked at how much money you've been able to save in the long run. Make saving money a habit, and you'll soon be on the path to financial success. Ask around and participate actively in financial forums and communities to find out more advice on how people were able to accumulate enough savings to last them a lifetime. Knowing the best approach to take is completely different from just having the information. Therefore, be sure to put it in the effort and conserve as much cash as you can. Number 4. Create a budget. You must have had some understanding of the value of a budget and the consequences of not having one in place by the time you were finishing your O-levels. Since then, not much has changed. Still, having a budget is crucial, if not even more so. One of the most crucial steps you can take on your path to financial success is to make and stick to a budget. A thorough evaluation of your spending patterns and income is the best course of action in this situation. The goal of budgeting is to effectively manage your resources so that you can maximize your savings while managing your income. To understand where your money is going and where you can make savings, you must keep track of every dollar you spend over some time. Without a budget, we are forced to go through the same old motions of working to earn money only to watch it all vanish at the end of the month with very little to show for it. You must be equally committed to setting up and adhering to a plan if you are determined to be financially successful. Number 5. Live frugally. What trait does the majority of billionaires share? They are all thrifty individuals. It's a common misconception that being frugal means being cheap, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Being thrifty is a quality known as frugality, and it is a crucial component of a successful financial strategy. Being frugal involves being aware of your spending and constantly seeking out ways to save money. To be frugal, you don't have to drastically alter your way of life or live to the hilt. Track your spending, but also become more aware of your life, specifically your financial life, and make sure you're choosing wisely. Success in the financial world requires patience and self-control. You can, of course, indulge on occasion and spoil yourself, but if you want to succeed financially, impulse shopping is a no-no. There are a ton of online and offline resources you can use to learn more about frugality and how it can help you succeed financially. Start by reading books on the topic of keeping up with bloggers who share their advice on how to live frugally. Number 6. Invest your finances. Melody Hobson once said, The biggest risk of all is not taking one. If you want to succeed financially, one of the wisest moves you can make is to invest your money. Compared to gambling or stock market speculation, investing lets you grow your money while assuming less risk. When you've managed to save some money, the next step is obviously to plan how to invest it so that it will eventually yield excellent returns that will only get better with age, much like a fine wine. There are many different ways to invest your money, so the best course of action is to speak with a financial advisor who can explain the various options and help you determine which one is the best for your particular situation. It is strongly advised that you have at least enough cash on hand to cover your expenses for 6 months before you begin investing. As a result, you won't have to worry about money issues and can concentrate on your investments. Number 7. Track your finances. The shock you experience when you start tracking your finances will encourage you to take your finances more seriously because it is rarely done. Do you tend to spend money carelessly without really keeping track of where it goes? If the answer is yes, you must stop that habit right away because it has been significantly increasing your expenses without your knowledge. I am aware of how alluring it can be to persuade ourselves to make modest purchases that we believe we can afford. But these small expenditures quickly add up and you find yourself in debt before you know it. Once you start keeping track of your spending, you'll at least be able to figure out where your money is going. Long term, this will help you make wiser financial decisions and you'll achieve the financial success that we all aspire to. Number 8. Set a savings goal. If you want to get to the point where you can say that you're financially stable, saving is good, but saving without a goal won't ensure financial success. Setting a savings goal will help you maintain discipline and make wiser financial decisions because it will force you to concentrate on achieving that particular goal. Establishing your savings goal is the first step. Anything from buying a home to taking a dream vacation could qualify as this. The next step is to follow the plan exactly as it is once you have determined your goal. You can stay motivated by writing down your savings goal and posting it somewhere you can see it every day. Simply keep comparing notes periodically to determine if you are still moving in the right direction. Before you know it, you'll have amassed sufficient savings to accomplish your objective and lead a successful financial life. Number 9. Automate your savings. Automating your savings doesn't require you to abandon your money bank and switch to an automated system for handling your money. What it does imply is that you need to be more knowledgeable and keep your money out of reach. Have you ever found yourself having to spend money on something despite knowing you shouldn't because it's right in front of you? You'll understand exactly what I'm talking about if the answer is yes. Automating your savings makes it more difficult for you to spend the money because it is less accessible. This will assist you in developing saving discipline and achieving your ultimate objective of financial success. Number 10. Pay off living expenses. You should put as much effort into paying off your debts as you do in increasing your wealth. To ensure that you have a smooth month, this means paying off your rent, electricity bills, groceries, medical bills, and gas. Your next meal shouldn't be a concern, and you shouldn't have to question whether you can afford to keep the lights on in your home. You can direct that energy towards a task that will be more beneficial to your financial success. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you consistently put off or delay paying your bills, they will pile up and become much more difficult to pay off. In addition to working towards financial success, you should also prioritize establishing good credit. This will be useful if you ever need to borrow money or make a large purchase in the future. Number 11. Spend your spare money. Although it's comforting to hear that you should spend your extra cash, I'm not suggesting that you go out and purchase the newest designer apparel or footwear. I'm trying to say that you should put your extra money towards future investments. Look into investments with the potential to increase your financial success by 2 times in just a few years through compounding. Your choice of investment will depend on your age and level of comfort with the risk involved. However, since you don't have many responsibilities when you're young, financial advisors advise taking on the riskiest investments. You become less risk-taking as you get older. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell button to get updated on our latest videos. Don't forget to like this video and drop a comment. See you next time.